Sagittarius, why this had to happen? A message for the chosen ones. Welcome to the Year of Triumph 2025. Greetings, fearless archers of the Zodiac, Sagittarius tribe and cosmic wanderers alike. Welcome to Zodiac Talks Tarot, where stardust meets soul. Whether you've been riding celestial comets since birth or you just wandered into this wild adventure like a philosopher on a road trip with no GPS, trust this, you didn't land here by accident. The universe doesn't just throw darts on a star map and hope for the best, especially not when it comes to Sagittarius. You are the eternal seeker, the wild-eyed visionary, the one who dares to ask, what's really out there? And this week? Oh, it's not just a week, it's a launch pad. The stars are aligning in a way that feels like the universe just handed you a flaming arrow and said, aim higher. You're not just stepping into a new chapter, you're stepping into a new era, one charged with purpose, possibility, and yes, a touch of mischief, because hey, it's still you. Now, let's address the elephant, or should I say the retrograde in the room. Mercury retrograde. Cue the dramatic music. But listen closely, it's not chaos, it's cosmic quality control. It's like the universe hit pause to make sure your parachute's packed before you jump. And for a sign that loves to leap before looking, that's divine design, not a delay. As of April 7, 2025, the fog lifts. The arrows fly straight again. You're no longer shooting in the dark, you're reclaiming your aim. This is clarity, not confusion. Momentum, not mayhem. It's not about changing who you are, it's about remembering why you are. So stand tall, draw your bow, and get ready to fire. The cosmos isn't just watching. It's cheering you on. Ah, Sagittarius, if ever there were a creature that captured your spirit in flight, it's the hawk. This isn't just some cute metaphor for vision, we're talking about a celestial companion who sees the big picture from way up high, even when the rest of us are busy squinting at the fine print down here on Earth. The hawk is your spirit guide this season, not just because it flies, but because it knows. It knows where it's going, why it's going, and doesn't stop to explain itself to pigeons. That's your energy right now. Message from Hawk HQ, see beyond. Trust the sky path your soul remembers. In a world full of noise, trends, and TikTok hot takes, the hawk reminds you to rise above the chaos. You weren't born to live life in 480p, you rewired for 4K cosmic clarity. Your soul doesn't crave comfort zones, it craves expansion. Mental, emotional, spiritual, you want the whole buffet. So if lately you've felt this quiet but persistent nudge, a whisper saying, you've got something to share, and it matters, listen. You may be one of the chosen ones, not chosen because you're loud, but because you're true. Because you're brave enough to ask the hard questions, and wise enough to soar through the unknown. Bottom line, this isn't the year to clip your wings. It's the year to fly and trust that the sky knows your name. Alright, Sagittarius, buckle up. The cards have spoken, and let me tell you, they didn't come to play. This isn't a casual, pick a card any card kind of reading. This is a cinematic, soul-stirring unfolding of your next big chapter. And yes, there's fire. But don't worry, it's the kind that transforms, not the kind that burns down your favorite sneakers. Knight of Wands. This card? It's basically you in tarot form, bold, passionate, charging ahead with a sparkle in your eye and a mission in your bones. But let's be clear, this isn't chaotic, caffeine-fueled action. This is divine ignition. You're not escaping something, you're running toward your purpose like a hero in the third act of a really good movie. Your passion has a GPS now. The moon. Cue the dramatic lighting and slightly eerie soundtrack. This card invites you into the unknown, and I know, Sag, you usually like your truths lit up in neon. But sometimes the real wisdom lives in the shadows. Intuition is your torch here. You don't need to see the whole path. You just need to trust your feet and your gut. The Hierophant. Now this one's a plot twist. You, the rebel philosopher, are being called to teach? Yep. But not like a stuffy old professor in a dusty robe, more like a cosmic mentor who's walked through fire, laughed at the absurdity of life, and still came out preaching love, growth, and a little don't take yourself too seriously on the side. You're not recycling old wisdom, you're remixing it with soul. Judgment. And finally, the big one. This isn't just a new chapter, it's the moment the whole book changes genres. A soul-level awakening. You're not being pulled forward anymore, you are the pull. Something had to fall away, yes, but only to make space for the bolder, wiser, more unapologetically you that's coming through. In short, Sagittarius, your journey ahead? It's not for the faint of heart. But luckily, you've never been faint. You've been fire. Let it lead. You know the drill, Sagittarius. That feeling when your soul's running marathons across galaxies, but your body? Sitting still like it's waiting for the Wi-Fi to reconnect. It's frustrating, sure. You're wired for momentum, for meaning, for movement. But here's the kicker, this wasn't a cosmic delay. It was a divine pit stop. A recalibration. A sacred stillness that looked like stagnation, but was actually your soul lacing up its boots for the real journey. Think of it like standing on a mountaintop, watching the world spin wildly below you. Everyone's rushing, scrambling, hustling, but you were called to pause. To breathe. To listen. That moment of stillness? It wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Mastery doesn't come from speed. It comes from stillness that leads to precision. And now? Now the gears are turning again. But this time, you're not just charging forward like a cosmic cowboy with a caffeine buzz. You're moving with purpose. With vision. The archer who lets the arrow fly too soon misses the mark. But the one who waits, who breathes, who aligns, lands at dead center, every time. This next chapter of your life isn't about proving your worth to the world. It's about remembering it. You're not here to rush into everything that glitters. You're here to aim for what matters. So don't confuse stillness for weakness. Sometimes, the most powerful move is waiting until it's time to leap. And trust me, Sagittarius, that time is coming. Let me ask you something, Sagittarius, have you been feeling that inner spark lately? That subtle, almost electrifying buzz in your chest that says, something's shifting. Maybe it shows up as restlessness. Maybe it feels like you're walking through your days with one foot in this world and the other already reaching towards something bigger, brighter, wilder. Newsflash, that's not burnout. That's breakthrough. What you're experiencing is what I call divine dissatisfaction. It's not that something's wrong, it's that something deeper is waking up. Your soul is whispering, hey, you've outgrown this chapter. Stop rearranging the furniture in a house you're meant to leave. Time to build something new, something you were born for. You see, Sagittarius, you're not just wired for travel, you're rewired for truth. For exploring the hidden dimensions of existence like a cosmic Indiana Jones with a backpack full of philosophy and a flashlight made of fire. And that fire? It's sacred. It's not here to scorch the earth or torch your past. It's here to illuminate the way forward for you and for others. Leadership, for you, isn't about shouting the loudest or taking center stage. It's about energy, resonance, frequency. People feel your truth before you even say a word. That's power, not the kind that controls, but the kind that inspires. So if you're feeling that hunger, that pull, that itch you can't quite scratch, it means you're ready. Ready to rise. Ready to guide. And most of all, ready to live your purpose without apologizing for the fire that burns within you. Something's shifting, Sagittarius. Slowly. Powerfully. Like mist clearing after a long night on the mountain. The fog? It's lifting. But this isn't just better visibility, it's a whole new lens. You're no longer just looking with your eyes, you're seeing with your soul. And that's a game changer. Have your dreams been turning up the volume lately? Are you noticing patterns, numbers repeating, random songs playing with oddly specific lyrics, birds showing up like spiritual postmen? That's not your imagination. That's the universe dropping cosmic breadcrumbs. And Sagittarius, you're finally tuned in enough to follow the trail. What you're feeling isn't just clarity, it's a return. A remembering. You're reconnecting with the version of yourself that existed before the world layered on expectations, labels, and well-meaning advice. The real you, the wild-hearted, truth-hungry, unfiltered version is waking up, stretching out, and going, all right. Let's do this. And yes, old belief systems are crumbling. Especially the ones that told you to tone it down, play it safe, or stay in your lane. Those rules were written for someone else's story, not yours. Yours was always meant to be bold, a bit unconventional, and lit with purpose. Right now, your symbolic bow is drawn back, not to flee, but to launch. That tension you feel? That's focus. That's precision. You're not reacting anymore, you're responding. With intention. With heart. With truth. So go ahead. Let the old fall away. Let the clarity in. You're not just breaking through, you're becoming unstoppable. And honestly, it's about time. Let's get something straight, Sagittarius. If someone once called you too much, too intense, too curious, too restless, it wasn't because they were right. It's because your fire made them sweat a little. That wasn't your truth. That was their limitation talking. Now you're starting to see yourself clearly, and it's a beautiful, bold sight to behold. That deep yearning you carry, the hunger for truth, for expansion, for something more that's not a flaw. That's your soul on a mission. And the wildness you've been told to tone down? That's not chaos, it's your compass. You are not broken, my friend. You're breaking through. And that's a very different thing. This isn't just healing, it's full-blown alchemy. Pain didn't harden you, it hollowed out space for light to pour in. Every wound? A window. Every scar? A story. You didn't come here to play it safe. You came here to blaze trails, stir souls, and show people what it looks like to live fully awake. So no, you were never meant to be tame, trimmed down, or tucked into some polite little box. You were born to roam, to rise, to reveal truths, wonders, and the kind of freedom that terrifies people who've never left the shore. This is why it all had to happen. So you could become exactly who you were always meant to be. Message: take time to reflect. Yet I know. For a Sagittarius, that can sound like a speed bump on the highway to what's next. You're not exactly known for your love of looking in the rearview mirror. But hear me out, this kind of reflection? It's not about getting stuck in the past. It's about understanding the power of your own becoming. The mirror isn't just some glass panel reserved for outfit checks and existential dread. For you, Sagittarius, it's a portal. A spiritual GPS. It shows not just where you've been, but who you've become because of it. And trust me, those scars? They're not flaws. They're survival tattoos. Edged reminders of the storms you've danced through and the wisdom you earned without a diploma. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a saying, the outer world is a reflection of the inner state. Translation: if the world looks like a mess, check the script you're running in your own mind. Shift the narrative, and your reality starts to shift too. You're not just some wanderer shooting arrows into the sky, you're the constellation others are learning to navigate by. Your story, your light, your resilience, it doesn't just illuminate your path. It becomes a cosmic map for others. So take a moment, Archer. Not to judge. Not to critique. Just to witness yourself. You're not who you were, and thank the stars for that. Angel number 2888 doesn't just knock politely on your door, it rolls up like a beacon in the night, headlights on full beam, honking softly with sacred intent. And no, it's not here to spook you. It's here to remind you, you're not lost, you're being led. Spiritually speaking, this number is all about balance. Not the boring, accountant kind of balance, but the dynamic dance between your soul's highest aspirations and your real-life responsibilities. In short, you're not escaping reality, Sagittarius, you're here to upgrade it. You came into this lifetime not just to daydream about mountaintops, but to climb them with purpose, passion, and just enough wild storytelling to keep the rest of us entertained. Angel number 2888 is the universe's way of saying, hey, this isn't just another random spin around the sun. This is your year of triumph. 2025 isn't something that's just happening to you, it's unfolding for you. Every twist, every delay, every sudden epiphany, all part of the divine blueprint. So if you're wondering whether you're on the right track, trust me, you're not only on the map, you are the map. Keep moving forward, even when the signs seem subtle. You're a lot closer to your breakthrough than you think. And the universe? It's already cheering you on from the sidelines with a banner that reads, trust the process. You're doing great. Sagittarius, you've been through it, fires that would have scorched lesser spirits, storms that didn't just shake your world but tried to rewrite it. And yet, here you are. Not limping, not hiding, but rising. And let's be clear, you're not rising to escape. You're rising to expand. Because your story was never meant to stay small. You've always been more than just a traveler. You're a trailblazer. A truth bringer. A seeker of not only higher knowledge but deeper meaning. The kind of soul who doesn't settle for surface level anything because you know that real treasure lies beneath. You've dared to ask the big questions when others were content with small talk. And now? The universe is answering. This isn't just another uplift and inspire moment. This is a cosmic checkpoint. A turning point. What's happening in your life right now isn't chaos, it's choreography. You're being reborn, not because you were broken, but because you're being recalibrated for something greater. You've been chosen not because you're the loudest voice in the room, but because your presence speaks volumes. Your silence carries wisdom. And your laughter? It echoes like stardust across dimensions. So when you feel that spark, when your chest tightens with purpose and your intuition starts tapping you on the shoulder like, hey, you feel that? Listen. That's your soul whispering, you're ready now. This is your year of triumph, Sagittarius. 2025 is not just a date on the calendar, it's your cosmic green light. So aim high. Move with intention. And let your story blaze a trail that reminds the world how to dream again. And if this message stirred something deep in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, comment, and subscribe to Zodiac Talks Tarot for more star-soaked wisdom. We're in this together. And trust me, the best is still unfolding. Keep going. Your triumph, inevitable.